Hey guys, my name is Fernanda, and on today's video I'm going to be doing my makeup routine. I know I haven't been active. I've honestly just been trying to focus on my mental health. I just wanted to take a little bit of time to myself, but I'm back. And I'm gonna do a voiceover because I know that if I don't do a voiceover, I'm gonna start telling stories, and this video's gonna be long as fuck, and that's gonna be more editing for me, and I can't. I'm fucking done. But if you guys want to know how I do my makeup, make sure you guys keep watching. So yeah. Okay, so the first thing I like to put on is the helmet. My friend recommended it to me. Honestly, it's for your pimples, and you're supposed to put it on in the morning and at night. But I like putting it on before my makeup because I feel like it makes everything better. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the Pond's Clariant B3, and honestly this is really good. If you don't want to use the Helmecine, you could use this instead. It gets rid of your dark spots, and honestly for me it's been helping me with my pimples, and yeah, you could use this instead. Next, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Putty Primer, and this shit is fucking good. It's good as hell. And it's affordable. This shit is cheap. I went to the store today to go find one, but there wasn't any. Y'all bitches be stealing that shit or what? But honestly, I 100% recommend the best. Okay guys, so I accidentally cut this part off, but I always put on the Fit Me foundation on my eyelids just so everything could blend in together. And I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I use it to set my eyelids. And I don't know, I feel like this Fit Me foundation is a really good match for me. Even if I take off the powder, it matches me and it doesn't look white or too dark. Oh, and also I usually like to add translucent powder in the front of my eyebrows because I feel like it makes them a little bit lighter. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm basically just using it to brush off the powder, and yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the NARS foundation in the shade Stromboli. I really don't know how to pronounce this, so don't come for me. But it's a little bit too light for me, and it's full coverage, so instead I use it for the redness in my cheeks, and yeah, it covers everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking this brush that I bought at the flea market, and it's really soft, and I'm basically just gonna be getting whatever is left on my hand and putting it all over my face. Okay, so now I'm using the same Fit Me foundation, and I'm applying it with a brush because I feel like it's just easier. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the Real Techniques face brush, and if I'm being honest, I do not recommend you buying this. If you want to, go ahead, but honestly this leaves so many streaks on your face, but it's still a good brush if you're gonna go over your face with the beauty blender. But if not, I don't recommend you buying it because yeah, there's too many streaks. Like you see here, I'm gonna be going over my face with a beauty blender. It doesn't really matter what beauty blender, I just go over my face with it. Oh, and also, I don't know if you guys saw in the last clip, but I only apply a little bit of foundation on my nose just so it won't look so cakey. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Natural. And honestly, this is affordable and it is really full coverage, and you could use it on its own. But honestly, I like using another concealer just for extra coverage. I use the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade 19. And I just get a damp beauty blender and I just start blending, obviously. And I use the Laura Mercier setting powder just to set my under eyes. And honestly, setting your under eyes is really important because you don't want to be creasing under that shit, you know? Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Sude. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I honestly don't know how to contour, but I feel like what I do does something, and if it doesn't, then I don't know. I guess I'm just dumb. But yeah, I just use a darker concealer and I just blend it in. And I like to take away the powder like right under my eye just because I don't like it blending in with the contour because I feel like it just leaves everything patchy. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the Morphe E45 brush and I'm gonna just be dusting off the setting powder under my eyes. And honestly, this brush, I fucking love it because it's not like other brushes that take off the product under your eyes. And I have really bad eye bags, so with other brushes, when it takes the product off, I just look a whole ass mess and my eye bags are just there. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the luxury powder, and this powder, it isn't the original one. I got it in Mexico, and I honestly thought that it was gonna be those type of powders that left everything white and all that, but honestly this doesn't do that. It like blends into my skin after I brush everything off, and I really like it. Okay, so here I forgot to show you guys the shade, and I don't know the name of the shade, but it's in the James Charles palette, and it's the first shade in the left top second row. So yeah. Okay, so now as y'all can see, I'm brushing off my powder with the brush I told you guys I got from La Pulga, and as y'all could see, like everything just blends into my face so evenly and I love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques blush brush, and I use it for bronzer, and the bronzer I'm using is the butter bronzer, and I don't know if this is the shade, but it says Bronzer El Cat Natural. So yeah, but it's really really good and it smells amazing. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the MAC skin hydrating mist, and honestly I got this at Mexico also. I don't know if it's the original. If it's not, it hasn't broke me out and it actually sets your face, so that's what matters. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques setting brush, and I use it as a highlight brush. I also spray it with the MAC setting spray just to, you know, make the highlight pop. And the highlight I use is a Wet n Wild highlight, and I honestly don't know what shade it is. I think it's in the shade Golden. I don't know, but it's pretty good. Okay, so now I'm using the James Charles palette, as you guys could see, and I just pointed to like the color I'm using. I don't know the exact shade because I lost the little paper, but I'm gonna be using it as the inner corner highlight. I'm sorry. And I'm using the Morphe M326 brush, and I fucking love it. It's fucking soft and it's just like a perfect size for like my inner corner and like my brow bone. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using these wispy kiss lashes and the dual lash glue, the blue one, the best. Um, and also I know some of y'all are gonna come for me for those baby ass lashes, but it's because I'm honestly not going nowhere and I haven't bought any new lashes, and I feel like these lashes are really good for like, you know, a natural look, you know, not too much, not too little. It's just like, yeah. And I like to apply the lash glue like on my lash line just for extra strength. Extra strength. It's because I be crying and like the little inner corners be like coming off and the little sides, and you know we don't want that. We want that hoe to stick and not come off. And trust me, if you put glue on the lash line and on the actual band, that shit's gonna stick. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the Real Techniques base shadow brush and the butter bronzer just to, contour my nose. And I honestly don't try to make it look skinny. I just like try to contour it just so it could like add a color to my nose, just so my nose won't look too white. So yeah. Okay, so here I'm taking a beauty blender and I'm using the flat side to clean up the nose bronzer just so it won't look so messy. And yeah, and here I'm gonna be taking the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara for my bottom lashes. And honestly, this mascara is so good, like so good. Like you could use it alone. Your top lashes, girl, y'all fucking lashes are gonna be looking so cute. Okay, so here I'm gonna take the same Morphe brush that I use for under my eyes, and I'm gonna use it, to brush off the powder. And yeah, but here I'm gonna be taking the same highlighter that I use for my cheekbones, and I'm gonna apply it on my nose with my finger because I feel like that makes the highlight more intense and pretty. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking the NYX 807 lip liner, and honestly, doing my lips is my favorite part. It's my favorite. And the funny thing is, I used to hate doing my lips. Like, I used to be the type of person that only felt comfortable with, like, clear lip gloss. And now I can't go out the house without my full face and some brown lips. Okay, so in the middle of my lips, I'm gonna be adding the Kylie Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Candy K. And I don't know, I just like the color it adds onto everything. But I also have to add my lip gloss. Like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable with matte lips. It looks cute, but not my style. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I look like a whole ass other bitch, but that's the whole point. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm for sure gonna be posting more often, like I promise. I am not gonna disappear this time. And if you guys have any ideas of videos you guys want to see from me, make sure you guys comment down below or DM me. I'm gonna leave my social media in the description box. So yeah, follow me. Bye.